Fife Health Promotion Service are working in partnership with Fife Scottish Fire and Rescue Service to support you with your emotions and feelings. This short video includes information from approved sources and aims to help you understand your feelings and get help if you need it.
Many things can lead someone to experience low mood. For example, difficult life circumstances, such as experiencing a loss. This may be the death of a loved one, friend, or a colleague. Or it may be other types of losses, such as the loss of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the loss of some other role which is important to you. When low mood is prolonged and affects a person's functioning, it may be diagnosed as depression. People may also experience low mood in response to long periods of stress, such as at work, maybe because of bullying, difficulties in their relationships, or other stressful situations which are difficult to resolve. It's important to mention that not everyone will know why they feel low. It's not always big events which affect our mood. Sometimes small events, such as a disagreement at work, an argument with a friend or a loved one, sleep problems, or even just changes to our usual routine can have a negative impact on our mood. So it's not always easy to work out why we feel low. And not everyone will experience lasting low mood in response to the events, large or small, that occur in their lives. If you feel able to cope with the unpleasant emotions associated with low mood, and you have a good support network, then the associated feelings with low mood often pass with time. However, if longer lasting low mood affects your emotional well-being or your functioning at home or at work, then it's advisable to seek help. It's particularly important to seek help if you feel hopeless, or if you can't see a way to change your situation for the better. There are a few key things which really can help when you're experiencing low mood. Firstly, it really does help to talk about how you feel. I know that's not as simple as it sounds. Many of us will have grown up hearing messages such as, just get on with it, or there's no point crying about it. These types of messages, which we may not even be consciously aware of, unfortunately can leave us believing we should avoid our emotions and keep them to ourselves, especially the unpleasant ones, such as sadness, fear, or anger. However, avoiding or suppressing our emotions can lead to feeling worse in the long run. So it's important that you talk about feelings and emotions when you're struggling, even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first. So find a friend, family member, or colleague that you trust and share your feelings with them. It can help you feel better. If you feel unable to talk to any of these, consider talking to your GP or calling a support line. And there's some information about these later in the video. Together with talking about difficult feelings, it will also help if you learn to recognise some of the things which can keep our mood low. When our mood is low, things that are ultimately unhelpful can become tempting. For example, when you feel low, you might want to spend more time on your own and less time with family and friends. You might become less active and stop doing the things that you used to enjoy. You might put less effort into taking care of yourself, for example, eating less healthily, not exercising as much, and drinking more alcohol. These things may feel good in the short term, but worse in the long term. So by recognising when we're isolating ourselves, becoming less active, or not taking care of ourselves, and making small changes in our daily life, we can start improving our mood. Low mood can also get in the way of our ability to tackle problems in our life. Talking to someone we trust can really help us find a way through. It can also help to use problem-solving techniques, such as writing it down, clearly identifying the cause of the problem, brainstorming possible solutions, and trying out the best solution we can find. Improving your mood isn't just about doing things to help once you already feel low. Most people find it easier to change things before their mood gets low. And it's about making some lifestyle changes which you can keep up regardless of your mood to reduce the chances of long-lasting low mood. There are a number of small lifestyle changes that all of us can make, including making sure that you get enough sleep each night and having a regular, consistent sleep routine. Keeping to a fairly healthy diet. Of course, it's also important to allow yourself a treat now and again, but healthy eating will have a positive effect on your mood. Reducing your alcohol intake. Getting more exercise. This might be starting a new exercise class, going swimming, playing sports, or even just walking more each day. Doing things that you enjoy or give yourself a sense of achievement. When our mood's low, we may have to start small, but persisting with these things will gradually help. Doing these things consistently in your daily routine will help you to feel more in control and more able to cope. As well as these small lifestyle changes that will have a positive effect on your mood, there are several self-help strategies that can help. Learning to effectively use meditation techniques and breathing exercises and doing these regularly will help you to reduce the stress and feelings when you're overwhelmed. This will help you feel more able to cope with your emotions and make decisions that are less influenced by unpleasant feelings. Similarly, learning ways to think differently about problems and difficult situations can also help improve your mood. For example, when we feel low, we tend to see things more negatively and accept everything that we're thinking as though it's fact. By learning to view our thoughts not as facts, but as opinions based on our past experiences, assumptions, and our current emotions, we can learn to challenge our thoughts, see situations from a more balanced perspective, and act in more helpful ways. There are lots of tools such as self-help books and courses which can help you learn these skills, some of which will be shown at the end of this video. The best piece of advice I can offer is this: don't keep it to yourself and try to do it all alone. As I mentioned earlier, when we feel low, we often want to withdraw from others, to not burden others with our problems. But keeping things to ourselves means that we miss opportunities that would help to improve our mood. Firstly, we miss opportunities to genuinely connect with people, which will help our mood. Secondly, it means that we miss opportunities to see situations from different perspectives, which can help us to find solutions we haven't thought of yet. And thirdly, keeping things to ourselves means we miss opportunities to recognise that others have felt similar too. All of this helps us make sense of what we're going through and will help us to work out what we need to do to improve our mood at that time. Whatever the cause, if negative feelings don't go away and feel too much for you to cope with, or are stopping you from carrying on with your normal life, you may need to get some extra support. Please ask. There's lots of people who want to help. It's not a sign of weakness to talk about your feelings and emotions. In fact, it's a sign of real personal strength and courage to confide in someone and tell them when you're struggling.
Support is available to help you with the range of emotions you are feeling right now. Simply talking about how you feel can really help. If you've been affected by any of the content shown in this video and you need to talk to someone, call Breathing Space 0800 83 85 87, Samaritans 116 123, or text SHOUT to 85 258. Fife Health Promotion Service continue to work with Fife Scottish Fire and Rescue Service to identify and develop further resources aimed to assist you with your emotions and help you understand the feelings you may be experiencing.